G'day guys, Nate here coming at you with the round 9 preview of Collingwood's clash against Geelong. Saturday night, MCG, 7:35 p.m. start. It is Geelong's home game at the MCG. I'll throw that in there. It's going to technically be our home game. I know Geelong fans want this game to be hosted at Cardinia Park, but you get the income, you get the revenue. It's a home game for you guys, so enjoy it. You get to enjoy Scott Pendlebury equaling the VFL AFL games record. You get to see Lipinski play game 150. But it's a big, important game for both of us. I won't say it's an 8-point game, but Geelong inside the top six, Collingwood's with 18 points, 4 wins and a draw. We're 2 wins outside the top six. We're 2 wins or 2 points inside the top 10 as well. Wildcard purgatory is what I'm trying to say. Now we're climbing ourselves up the ladder, having lost or got smacked against Brisbane. We should have won against Freo, scraped by Carlton, smash Essendon, and then draw against Hawthorn, which realistically we should have won this game. And yet we still don't know what we're made of just yet. Geelong, they're in 6th spot right now, but it feels like Geelong, their season hasn't clicked right at the moment. It's not un-Geelong like, but you can see there's a lot of areas of improvement for Geelong. We know they're better than what they're dishing up right now. Yes, they've just beaten North Melbourne by 49 points, but if you looked at that game closely, from the halfway point in the first quarter towards the 7-minute mark, or 7 minutes to go in the third quarter against North Melbourne at Cardinia Park, North Melbourne was sort of on top, and Geelong, maybe it was Geelong giving it to North Melbourne in regards to their errors, their turnovers, and the lack of polish, their potency up forward. It's just their back line's looking shaky, their forward line's not as potent. Their midfield is, in my opinion, mid. I'll bring up the stats a little bit later, but it's just not clicking for Geelong. And it would be such a Collingwood thing as well for Geelong to have everything click at the right time and for them to be on top of us. Like I remember last year as well, Geelong had an off day against Carlton. Carlton were able to play 4 quarters of footy, surprisingly. And Carlton were able to cause an upset over Geelong. And then the following week, Geelong were able to beat us. Jack Crisp breaking the VFL AFL games record for most consecutive games played. Missing that set shot after the siren, in my opinion, was the best game of 2025. And that game was a classic example of us failing to convert, not take our chances. Geelong were hanging around, and you can't allow a team like Geelong to hang around and give them an opening because they will take it. They got us out the back door, quick transition. They were able to convert their chances. Now, forgive me for mentioning or gloating in previous weeks about being a healthy side with a small injury list. Forget I said that because we've got a few updates with our injury list. Darcy Cameron to be assessed with his ankle injury. Lockie Sullivan in concussion protocols from that knee to the head in the VFL. Tim Menbury making progress with his hamstring. Perryman out for 4 to 5 weeks with that hamstring strain against Hawthorn. So we are cursed when we play Hawthorn. Every time there's always an injury. Harry Perryman added to that list. Joel Cochran, AC joint out for 4 to 6 weeks. However, updates, Demartia will return to the VFL either this week or next week. And Bo McCreary, Jeremy Howe, Scott Pendlebury, all expected to return, all available for this clash against Geelong. So expect at least 3 changes. Pendlebury, Howe, McCreary coming in, Perryman out, maybe Darcy Cameron out. Side bottom with that hand injury, but he'll likely play through it. I'd expect Will Parker to be dropped. Bit unfortunate, but didn't really have an output or influence on the game against Hawthorn, even though he plays that role across the back line. And then you'd expect Perryman, Parker, and maybe one of Ned Long, Angus Anderson, Rowan Steele, or Will Hayes to be dropped. One of those 4. It's the reason why I do team selections final word video, because you do these sort of selection speculations and then you get a curveball selection change or players being managed. But I am expecting one of Ned Long or Angus Anderson to be dropped. I can't see a midfield with McCreary, DeGoey, Ned Long, and Angus Anderson all in the same midfield, so one of them to be dropped. Ed Allen could be a choice to be included in the midfield here, but in and out the side. And I don't expect Ed Allen, if he's called up, to be playing midfield minutes, most likely on the wing or across half back. Just with the recent history as well with Geelong, we lead the overall head-to-head, 136 wins, 106 losses, and a draw. I will mention a draw here because I don't want to see back-to-back draws. It's unreal as well. Carlton should have had that goal to force a draw against us. 6-point loss to Freo. That could have been a draw if we were able to kick a goal. A 2-goal win over St Kilda. If St Kilda were able to kick a goal late in that game, they could have forced a draw as well. So yeah, 136 wins, 106 losses, and a draw. In the last 20 years, Geelong do lead the head-to-head. I think it's 18 wins, 13 losses. Includes quite a few finals. The '07 prelim, the '09 prelim, the 2010 prelim, 2011 grand final. What else? 2019, the qualifying final, 2020 semi-final, 2022 qualifying final as well. No elimination finals, no wildcard rounds. So maybe that's a jinx or that's foreshadowing. Maybe we take on Geelong in wildcard round or the elimination final this year. We do take on Geelong a second time this year. A weird fact I found as well, the last 6 games against Geelong, whoever's leading at quarter time ends up losing the game. So something to think about. We've led at quarter time in 4 of the last 6 clashes against Geelong and gone on to lose. So 10 points at quarter time, round 3, 2022. We lose that game by 7 points, up by 5 goals at 3/4 time. Ran out of gas, unfortunately. Qualifying final 2022, up by 14 points. We lose by 6 points in the end. Round 1, 2023, Cats up by 3 points. We win by 22 points. 2023, round 22, Cats with the fast start, lead by 16 points. We win by 8 in the end. And then 2024, up by a goal at quarter time. We lose by 20 points. And last year, up by 3 points at quarter time to lose by 3 in the end. So something to think about. Whoever leads at quarter time could lose the game. Yada, yada, yada. Watch this space, blah, blah, blah. The last time Geelong has lost 3 games in a row at the MCG was back in 2018. That was a weird period for Geelong where they lost like 5 games in a row in 2018, all in the same season. This is technically a little bit different. They lost the grand final to Brisbane last year. They lost Easter Monday by points against Hawthorn. And here we are now. If they lose here, it's 3 losses in a row at the MCG, 3 consecutive losses at the MCG. Hasn't happened since 2018. So something to think about there for that recent history. And the last time we played Geelong, we lost by 3 points, 12-15-87 to Geelong 13-12-90. Again, my opinion, one of the best games, if not the best game of 2025, the stakes involved. Had Jack Crisp kicked that goal, hands down the best game I would have ever attended, and the best win for that matter. So, wasn't to be. So, hopefully, there's some vindication, redemption there against Geelong. They are a tough side to crack. It's always a tough assignment against Geelong. It's never easy to beat Geelong. So, for us, we need to be on our game, even for Geelong. Doesn't seem like they will take care of us easily. But with Geelong in recent times, it's never easy facing them. We've never had an easy win over them. The last easy win I can think of against Geelong was 2015. That was the Dan Menzel return game. That was a dead rubber as well. I think we are both out of finals at that point. So yeah, it's never easy against Geelong. Very rarely they beat us comfortably. 2020 semi-final, the exception, and maybe 2021, the game without a crowd. We were like 1 goal 13 at some points. But when it comes to games against Geelong, it's typically a good game. It's not, I wouldn't say it's a clear rivalry, but uh, 18 wins, 13 losses in Geelong's favour, I think it is. Last 30 odd games against each other, last 20 years. But I am well aware of Geelong being ahead of us in the recent head to head. But with the compare the pair, I've got the stats displayed. I won't go through each stat, but we don't have a lot of stats that stand out for Collingwood. We are the 3rd best defence in the competition, so we are defensively sound. We do control the footy a lot, 4th in disposals, 2nd in marks. And our forward 50 pressure remains, I reckon it remains the same. It's 7th in the competition, gone down in terms of overall ranking comparison. But yeah, some stats we are, all right in defense, disposals, marks, and forward 50 pressure. But we are last for clearances. We are second last for contested possessions, second last for efficiency inside 50, and we are 14th overall for attack. Points for, that is. Geelong, it just feels like they're sort of piss farting around. It's not clicking at the moment, not as lethal with ball in hand, despite applying good pressure around the ground. But their forward line, as I said earlier, it's not as potent compared to last year. They're not as defensively sound. It does look shaky. So it is an opportunity for us to exploit Geelong's back line, but we did so against Hawthorn. I can't see us exploiting a team like Geelong in their back line back-to-back weeks. So just my negativity, I know, but that's something I'm going to look out for. Can we exploit Geelong's backline? They adjust very well in game. So if we are to get on top of Geelong early, they will be able to, I guess, have a plan B, plan C, plan D for us. Now, I did say Geelong's midfield is mid. 7th in contested possessions, 8th in hitouts, 9th in disposals, 6th in centre clearances, 10th in stoppage clearances, and 6th for total clearances. And here we are, last for clearances and stoppage clearances, centre clearances all down as well. Yeah, they've got Mitch Edwards in the ruck. So Oscar Steen has a big opportunity to not just have a good game, but really stand out, like dominate as well. I'm talking Supercoach level performance, like a Supercoach God performance is what I'm trying to say. Again, we don't know what Darcy Cameron's availability is going to be. We'll find out Thursday night or Thursday, sometime Thursday, we'll find out. Again, team selections, final word video will be up Thursday night, so 24 hours from now. But if no Darcy Cameron, that means Jack Buller will likely play in the ruck, providing a chop out. I'm not a fan of Jack Buller in the ruck. I'll say that again. He's a key forward and a key forward only, so I'll be on the lookout for that if Jack Buller's playing in the ruck. But you'll have Oscar Steen up against Mitch Edwards, Sam de Koning, and maybe Shannon Neal provides a chop out in the ruck at times. So a big opportunity for Collingwood to get on top in the ruck and also around the ground, particularly in the midfield. Keys of victory for me. First key to victory, not just the ruck battle, but to win the centre clearances. We are dead last in the competition for centre clearances, and it starts with the ruck. Get on top there. We expect Mullen to tag Nick Dacos. Better not get in his face because Nick Dacos will drop him and there'll be no Brownlow medal from there. But you'd expect Steen to get on top of Mitch Edwards. Darcy Cameron, if he's playing, even better. But it's going to be interesting. Being dead last for centre clearances, is it personnel or are we lacking a key big fish in the midfield? Is it just Nick Dacos and Nick Dacos only? Or do we need players like McCreary, DeGoey? We've got all these rotations in the midfield. You look at other teams, they've got a set and forget midfield group and it works for them. It doesn't work for us. So what is it? Do we just set 4 or 5 midfielders and Oscar Steen in the ruck and just go with that for the entire game? Or do we just rotate our midfielders and see what works? Are we just throwing shit against the wall, seeing what sticks? Or I'm trying to figure it out myself. Maybe I'll do another analysis video on that, but I'll watch that closely against Geelong. The second key to victory, nothing to do with efficiency inside 50, but more so our forward 50 pressure. The Cats are very good defensively. They are defensively sound when they can click, when it works for them. It hasn't worked in the last few weeks, so I'm expecting Geelong to just turn up and have everything just fit and firing for them. So for us, can we apply forward 50 pressure? Can we spruik the Cats is what I'm trying to say. Force turnovers, make them pay as well. That's another key factor there. Third key to victory is for us to be defensively set up, a great defensive setup to be exact. Don't allow Geelong to pick holes in our back line. Don't allow them to get us on quick transition or get us out the back door. Defensively, we look good so far. Against Geelong last year, they were able to get those goals at the back, keep themselves in the game, and they dominated that final quarter. Just can't allow that stuff to occur against Geelong. They'll make us pay. They'll win the game off that, basically. And the final key to victory is for us to convert our chances again, again, again. But 34 inside 50s for 15 goals, 3 against Hawthorn. I can't expect that sort of efficiency again. It's an outlier sort of thing. Our efficiency inside 50, 17th in the competition, under 45%. I guess it's improving, but can it improve yet again? Can we display something of good efficiency inside 50? And we can't just rest at half forward and allow Geelong's backline to set up and their midfielders to flood as well. I wouldn't say flooding's the word for it, but they do set up well defensively, so we can't allow that. Get them on the quick transition, be smart about it. Put the ball in the right hands. Lipinski, Rowan Steele, Pendlebury as well. If we want it, we have to earn it. And if we want to be a top 6 side, we have to beat top 6 sides in Geelong and Hawthorn, which we didn't do. And Freo, which we failed to do. And try and take it to Sydney at the SCG. Leave your comments down below. I'll look to respond to everyone. I appreciate everyone's feedback on my last video. I've love-hearted everyone, but I didn't respond to everyone. I'll do so for any comments left in the preview of this video. And I'll leave you guys all to it. I hope you guys have had a good week so far. Please be well, please be safe, and I'll see you guys Thursday night for the team selections and final word video. Up the pies.